Sorry about that, guys. You should be able to hear me because I've not got a microphone. I forgot that I saw that the battery was low, and then I just got totally consumed with the message that that happened. So, and it's so annoying because sometimes I'm like, I wish it could be that you caught it and like when you plug the thing in, that it lets you like, carry on. But it fucking cut. It annoys me that I'm gonna have to like, it's just like a one that's, let's face it, it might be another. I'm not gonna be here too. It's 25 to 1, so. It'd be quite good if I got off at 1, but we'll see. Yeah, it'd be good if I got off at 1. Might end up being like 1:44 or something. But um let's check that people can hear me. But like I said, you should be able to hear me because just give it a wee minute. But anyway, it's part of the message. That's why I've put that in the hello. Thank you for letting me know that you can hear me. Right, so basically to pick up, it was like a that's like a bloody that's like a that was like a cliffhanger. Um Find a bit in my phone for my. I think I can remember the questions. Yeah, but the reason I've put a connection can be saved in the 11th hour because I'll probably change that to make. Well, I might keep that, and it's just I'll put in the comments the other one that this is part two, um, because that's I don't that doesn't happen. It's happened before, but it doesn't happen that much that I let it happen. That the connection just completely died. And then another weird message I was getting was I kept putting in, I'm like, why is it not going on? Usually when I plug it in, it's fine, it lets me go live. But the plug wasn't pushed properly into the plug. So it was in, it was in the bit there, but it wasn't down there. And so it's like the masculine feels like the connection's completely lost, like it's dead. There's like the tea is cold, like that it's over. This person's not gonna hear me out. It feels like because of the time that's passed. It feels like because of how much time has passed with no answers, and but we know that's not true because it was like a union is imminent. Um, so yeah, sometimes you do shit like that. It's like whenever like I'm on the phone and I have to if the video cuts off or an alarm goes off or something, or I accidentally sort of shake the phone and it knocks it off, and I have to piece two together, that's always a message about like, the two halves of a whole being put back together. So it's like this can be put back together, this can be healed, but the masculine, it's the masculine is worried that it won't be able to happen, but they're still going for it. This isn't someone that's not like they are going for it and they're going for it soon. And this could be somebody that's like, they feel the shift of in fact I'll let them say themselves. They feel the shift of Venus and Aries and it's like a rocket up your arse, like I need to go and do something. Because that's what I mean right now, it could be like, oh, sleepy Pisces. It can still be sleepy Pisces energy until all the way up to, you know, Aries season, which is the 20th. But um like I said, some like for me, I feel sleepy and can't be arsed in Pisces season, but because Venus is about to shift into Aries, I'm definitely in that energy. It's like that's enough. I said that to one of you earlier. I was emailing because she doesn't like this energy either. I was like, this is enough to sort of carry me to Aries season, um, because I just like when it's not there long, so I like to just because actually, wait a minute, I don't know what sign. Oh God, I hope it. Wait a minute, I'm just gonna Google that. Oh, shit, maybe it probably is actually. Oh, fuck. Don't tell me Venus is in retrograde in actual Aries. I thought that's what it was the last time. Venus retrograde runs from the 3rd of October to the 13th of November 2026. moving from Scorpio back into Libra. Well, that doesn't help us. That's ages away. Now, there's one sooner than that. Why is it just saying that? Yeah, there we go. What, is there two? Oh, that fucking, I didn't know that. God, this, by the way, this is not a year for. Oh, no. The thing is, with Venus retrogrades like Mercury retrograde, it can bring you back to past lovers from the past that's not toxic. But I mean, like I said, it's not advisable to be making big, serious plans with. Because I've got a feeling with this, that's what's happened. There's the engagement or the marriage or both has been done in like a dodgy kind of Mercury retrograde or I would say a Venus retrograde. Um, Now, why is it saying it again here? This is annoying me because this is making me feel like I'm going crazy. This keeps just saying that Venus retrograde isn't until it's like when I said. Did I just imagine? I did not imagine it. Like, no, wait a minute. Here, I can't find it in the article, but I could see it in the clip of it. Venus retrograde begins on the, yeah, there it is, the 21st of April and ends on the 4th of June. So basically, the pre-shadow will be, well, really quite soon because that, like, if it starts on the 21st of April, which is going into Taurus season, um, I mean, I'm determined to actually find that in that article. Um, that's like that whole period. That's a terrible time for marriage. Like, so sorry if people are watching. They're like shit, and it's even if you're with the love of your life and that too. That's a terrible time period as well for like engagements and stuff too because it's quite shaky ground. You know what I mean? Um, but it wouldn't be for like connecting with someone and even talking about it and that. But I wouldn't actually make the. I'd wait until after the summer or something. It's a bit like this is really doing my tits. I can't. Anyway, I know that that's the case. I just don't know. I'm trying to work it out. I don't know what. Oh my God, sorry. I have to. This is just. What sign is Venus? Someone may actually know it. User good at astrology too. Oh my God, you're kidding. No, this is not okay. This is not okay. I'm sure the last time it was as well. Are you fucking kidding me? It's probably because it's that'll be what it is. It's visiting what happened the last time, which was this. I'm spot on with this. Sorry, I'm. This is God speaking through me. This is making sense. A couple of years ago, people have got married on that Venus retrograde, right? The one where I was saying about Tommy and Molly got engaged, and then it turned out he was cheating, and I think he knocked somebody out, and it was like quite a drama. And then now they're engaged again. Well, they were, they're re-engaged and they're getting married. Hopefully, they're not getting married in June or anything. But it's kind of like I think it's going to revisit. So say like it is that this masculine got married around that time this is the retrograde that's revisiting it to like clean up what's happened and kind of like start again with what you deserve. That feels like what it is. So the Venus retrograde is in Aries. So yeah, so that actually I did know that. I think I looked at that. Even I think I looked that far ahead. I think I did look at that for myself, and I was like, that's going to be interesting. So yeah, but it wasn't fun. Me and one of the soul fam have got that, and it wasn't fun what was going on in either of our lives at the time. But yeah, it affects everyone, wherever the Aries is in your chart. But if you've actually got Venus in Aries, so like it would just be like take it slow, like don't rush into something and just make sure that you can trust this person and everything. And yeah, quite interesting. I did think that I had a terrible feeling. I thought, wait a minute, if it's going to go backward, it's going to go back into my sign. So great, okay. So, what have we got? What does this masculine want to say? I know, oh my God. God, look at what I just said. I know I hurt you. I never intended to. So if it picks up from what I just said that this person like got into a serious commitment with someone else, it's like now that's what I'm feeling. Someone's reflecting on it, and now they're out of denial, like realizing. I'm feeling like that honestly would have killed me. Like it's like that if you think about it, the jealousy thing that's come up in that as well, it's like that's this person wouldn't have been able to handle it if it's happened the other way. But they weren't thinking the same. I'm going through a lot. I did say that I'm going through hell and back on this one. I'm going through a lot and I'm so afraid of rejection. I'm making a plan to come back to you. Everything I do it for our future. That is what it's given. I said this in the one earlier. It's like it's somebody that has made they feel they've made mistakes here by picking somebody that basically didn't deserve what they had to give. But they were in karmic energy, therefore they have attracted a karmic person. So they could have been like, equally as basically toxic with each other. Um, and now this person's went through a come to Jesus, deliverance, kind of rebirth. I mean, this could be someone that's either went into recovery, that addictions card, or it could be somebody that's just like opened up to their spiritual side, or they could have went to visit a shaman in person or online, or just it feels like two different, very different experiences. Um, because I love you. So you see that, oh now I want that for the thumbnail. That feels like everything that's coming through with this. Even if I love you, which obviously it would have been in a marriage, it's it wasn't like it wasn't this type of love. And that's the clarity that this person has. And it's on the bottom again. I know I hurt you, I never intended to. It's getting dramatic. What is the thumbnail? I can't even fucking remember the thumbnail is. I want to get back together with you. I miss you so much. And it was something else. Oh, union is imminent. I love you. Union is imminent. And yeah. Oh, one last change. Wait a minute. Where are those cards? Oh no, where are they? Where are they? Oh, actually, there's a few of these cards still here. I can't stand not talking to you. I want to come back home to where I belong. Yeah, I mean, it's all pretty clear. This person's like, I can picture a life with you. Yeah, but it's all pretty clear. And so, that's why the message is coming through. If you're the feminine, don't give up hope and keep visualizing what it is you want because you're manifesting it together. Because it's a lover from the past that this person's not got over. You've not got over each other. I miss holding you. Trust me. I'm coming back soon. This is like, I'm coming back home. I want to go, even that, I want to go home. You think all the Michael Bublé ones. You're just too far from where I'm gonna go. Oh, that's my favourite one. I miss kissing you. I'm taking responsibility for my mistakes. I'm not good at communicating my feelings with you. I'm so grateful for you for getting me through this fucking hell. I miss holding you and trust me. Wow, that's crazy that those are the ones that was away from what I was reading and it made sense. Oh, right, slow down, Claire. I mean, how do I do this? It's like that's part of the shamanic blindness. It just fucking disappears from sight. Am I singing ghosts? fucking, what do you call it? Technicolor Dreamcoat, that sounded like that. That is weird, but I can't see them. I have no idea. I wanted it for a thumbnail. Where are they? You're seeing my perfectionist side. Oh fuck, I'm gonna have to give up here. That is the weirdest thing because it can't be that far away. Like, what the fuck? Not seeing it. No idea where I've put that. Let's just, I'll decide. When I watch it back, I'll decide. But I think that's, I'm coming back soon. I love you. I think that's maybe, although the other one's good too. That's, it's about the drama. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry, but if it's not in the shot, I don't think I can be arsed. Like, because I'm wrapping this up now. That's why I was like, oh, that's annoying. I was like nearly finished. I always move away too quickly, whatever. That's it. I can't really be bothered. Right. So, um, what does the feminine need for inner union to be out of pain? Apprehensive, afraid, and cautious. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Like that. This is that feels so. That feel I can feel the truth of this. Like the feminine's been in pain and apprehensive and afraid and cautious of what it is that's coming toward. Like it feels like you know this person's coming towards you. You can feel all of this, but it's like, what the hell are they going to say? But I feel you know what they're going to say. Like I feel when they tell you, it's you're not going to be like, oh my God. Like you might be like, oh my God, it's some bits, but I think you know generally the gist of it. Neglected, I failed to give you what you need. It's like, because this is what do you need for inner union, you need somebody that's not going to neglect your need. Like you need to be sure that this person is not going to repeat any of what they've done. Like I said, they don't need to be a perfect person, but they need to um not neglect you. Like you know, it's dependent. Like I said, you know, I'm not going to say you need to come first because, but you need to be like, you know, at the top of the list alongside the other things that are important, the other people that are important. Like you know what I mean? It's like that's what you need. So because this is about what do you need for inner union, you need to give that to yourself. You need to not neglect yourself. I'm taking that word because I need to get to bed soon too. But it's like you need to give to yourself and not like be unnecessarily like, you know, horrible at yourself or in or too hard on yourself because and then that helps the union. I never felt a passion in this, but you know, it keeps coming out reverse. It's like, yeah, that's what it is. It's like, look, the feminine, it's exactly like the other one with different cards at a different bit. The feminine has been deprived of attention, care. Your needs have not been met in any way, shape, or form, like, you know, from this person. Because, like I said, if you're not together, and also, can I just say, you know, none of this needs to happen. It's not like you know, it's not obligated. It's just you can't help it if you're connected to knowing that that is your person. You can't shake that if it's that strong. But you do, it's still, you have to live in the real world that if they are not choosing you, you have to, like, it's tough shit. You know what I mean? Sorry to say it, but but it's like, yeah, chemistry. Like, you need passion, you need chemistry, you need love and care alongside that, and you need to feel like you matter and you're valued because reading between the lines, it feels like this person, whether they meant to or not, they're saying, I never intend to hurt you. They have made you feel like you don't matter to them and you weren't good enough, so they chose someone else. That's not the truth from what's come through, but that is, you, you're the one. Aha just came on when I said that. And I want to close the distance. I want to come out of separation because I'm a broken man, shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. This person self-sabotaged in one of the worst cases I've ever seen. Unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. My mistakes. They said it, not me. Well, I did actually say it before I pulled the card. I wish I could right my wrongs. Did that card not come out at the start? I'm sure it did. Something like it wasn't that one, but it was something else. Yeah, like I said, it's like, from my perspective, for everyone, it's never a mistake because you found out the hard way, you learned what you needed to learn, and it's a shame that you've went through much trauma, but don't beat yourself up. It's, it's all going to be, it's hurting you, it's going to hurt the feminine. It's, it's good. The karmic person, it's all like, it's all a fucking big mess, isn't it? But it's like everyone signed up for it. That's the way that I would look at it. And it's kind of like, happiness and prayers to everyone involved, like that the karmic person learns their lessons, and because it feels like they've been this, it feels like they've been very toxic. But you just there's always a story behind that as well. Um, right, what's the possible soul retrievals that some people could get help with in a session if you are guided to me for that help? But it'll still tie in the message. Wellness. Ensure your body is nourished, join a gym or regain strength, live a healthier lifestyle. Well, I don't know, I can't help you with the gym and shit like that because I'm not a big gym person. I'm not a gym person at all. But the name gym might be significant me saying that much, but it's kind of like with health and wellness in general, absolutely. Because my son is in the house of Virgo, which is all about that, and we've just done the Virgo one earlier. But like, when it comes to things like fasting or healing, is loads of different things, that's what I'd be able to help you with in a session. Or if you've just got goals with the gym, then I can actually, I tell you what, that actually more feels like I help people release weight with the hypnotherapy. And so those are my packages of 4 sessions. So that's, you could be on a gym plan with like a support there, and then that can be the support of helping you with the other side of it. Okay, another person. Love life, free from problems and money troubles, enjoy the passion of love, love and be loved. Yeah, it fits with this. So again, it feels like both people are working on their health and wellness, their fitness, and now there's an emphasis going on the love life because this is actually a money deck, but there's only 2 cards about money that love kind of, and whenever I use them, it always comes out because I'm here to help people with love. But yeah, love life. So it feels like, as I said, it feels like there's a shift from focusing on money to love. And again, that's what it means. It feels like the shift, even with the karmic partner, there's a lot of emphasis on money and materialism, and it's just not, that's just not what it is now. Um, past, and it's for fuck's sake, I'm not doing it again, man. But I do. Oh fuck. Fast changes. That is what's happening here. It's that was the last one. Was it? Wait a minute. Oh no! Wait, that's. I'm getting really confused here. Oh no, that was leap. Wait a minute. Virgo. Was that the thumbnail for Virgo? Was the tower? That was the one where I said something was happening. I'm getting so confused. I think both. I think all these things are happening. So that's what it feels. That's what it feels like when I'm doing it anyway. It might still be a while away, but that's what it feels like. I think I got the thumbnail for the last one. But fast changes. Things happen suddenly in a short period in a hurry. Take bold steps forward. That is like fast track to ascension. I need to do something. It feels like someone has been healing from all of this bullshit, right? This karmic stuff. And this is somebody's like, it is now or never, and that's why I've probably titled it "A Connection Can Be Saved in the 11th Hour." It's like it is so. I said this before, but it is so last minute. It's like doesn't even feel like it's the 11th hour anymore because the laptop died, and because the plug wasn't even in. Because I'm like, oh my god, am I not going to be able to get the laptop? I'm like, what the fuck's going on? There's all right, it's not plugged in. It's like this masculine's going to have to take bold steps forward, and like you're going to have to take a risk for Lisbeth. Venus, that you're gonna have to take a risk for love. Otherwise, it's I don't know what the rest of that is. Social status. You will reach the yeah, I felt that. You will reach the heights of fame in society. Don't get arrogant. So isn't that's so interesting? It is like, when this masculine's in their shadow, it feels like they were chasing all the wrong things and all the wrong people. And it's like what looked good on paper or popular and all that, like people again. That's what I mean. It's like what is popular? Because like what's deemed like popular, so it's not like, so it's like it's more like that when you're younger, isn't it? There's like different groups of popular or at school, but I've said that before. A good program for an example of that is in Normal People, which could that's probably going to apply to this too, actually, that people can't really keep that have got terrible communication with each other. Um, he's the popular guy at high school and she's like not basically and on her own, and then at college or uni it completely switches around. He's more on his own and she's the popular girl. I think it's a really great example of the tables can turn very quickly, and it's that's real life. It's very not kind of nice really to be putting people in, oh, this is popular people. It's all like all the bullshit really. um and but it feels like don't get arrogant, because it's like when this person was in their shadow, they were in their I mean that's kind of what it feels like as well. Like, that marriage could have come about through, it could have started as like a not very serious and then went on too long, and then the masculine's got himself into a situation when it probably started with like trying to make the feminine jealous. That's usually how it is with twin flames. It's not, well, it is always that way. um you will, but it's not always totally conscious, but that is really what I've seen in all these years. So, but yeah, but either way, because it's the real divine partner, the kingdom spouse, the twin flame, you're going to, whoever resonates with this, and it's a group of people. So it's like I said, it is a group of people that this is, you would know this. This is not, this wouldn't be news to you, that you're going to be seen. And fame in the new earth is different. You're going to be a new earth leader, or you're already a new earth leader. And just stay humble. What do I say every day? Stay humble. It's like, and it doesn't matter if, like, look, it doesn't matter if you're like someone like myself and your channel isn't that big and stuff. It's like the numbers mean fuck all, and that can change in the blink of an eye. It's about the changes you're making and helping people and growing. And, that, like I said, I've watched enough people to see that change very quickly. The other way too. I've seen channels grow really quickly and then just completely stop and halt. Uh, And it'll be to do with the person's energy. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe they're just quite content with a wee group of people that are helping, and or maybe something shit's happened in their life, and then they'll, it'll floor again. But feels like I'm in love, Kelly Marie. How does that go again? Feels like I'm in love, and my heart beats like. Oh God, see what I mean? Venus, it does make me want to dance, but I just dance in my kitchen. Yeah, this needs to be nurtured. Nurture your relationships like blooming flowers, they'll flourish. That is the perfect wording, isn't it? This connection needs, I mean, someone could be bringing you flowers too, but like this connection needs to be nurtured, because the masculine feels like they've went through hell because, as they said, they've made a mistake that has cost them royally from what's come through with the cards too, and traumatized them if you've had to get a restraining order on an obsessive, possessive past partner, or whatever all the legal stuff is. Um, and obviously the feminine has went through hell because you've been ghosted and this person is not, you don't know what is going on. Like you just can feel into it, and it's the relationship needs to be nurtured, the friendship needs to be nurtured. Really, it's again spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare. So it's like we've all got our different stories, but this is, it's this bad. Um, what do we need to know about what's to come in the future? Right. Oh, Otter Spirit, that's funny. That's a crystal company that, like, I always joke about that. Like, that's their name, and quite a few, like, loads of channels promote them. But I don't think they'll be approaching me because I think I probably swear too much. But I don't think I'm a good person for it anyway, if I'm being honest, because I don't wear. I've got that crystal bracelet on, and I do like. I've got people I love that do, that wear stuff and promote and stuff. But like, I just don't. I don't want to wear all those bracelets all the time. Like, I like wearing that one, but. I don't know, if they did ever approach me, I was like, oh, but it's like, if ever I was going to be doing stuff like that, it would need to be, like everyone says, but I mean it, like it would need to be of integrity for me, and I don't really know enough about it. All I know is they donate money to the otters. which is a nice thing to do, but it just seems like so many people are like part of that. You're never alone, otter spirit. That look at the wee otters that are curled up together. And I know it was like I put the emoji of the sloth earlier, and I've also got my sloth mug. So it feels like, you're going to be little sloths together, little mating dolphins together that, that get on for, just for the fuck of it. The fuck of it, I meant to see the sake of it. Oh Christ. But you know what I mean? It's like little curled up otters or, lobsters or hamsters. I just randomly said hamsters because I'm getting tired. Dolphin spirit, this and that are true. That wording's always so weird, but I feel that means it is simultaneously true that this person has made a lot of mistakes, but it's also true that it was all meant to happen and you were meant to learn from it. And what else is true is that the feminine will have made mistakes in your life too, and you will have learned from it won't be the same type of mistakes, but it's like, you've made mistakes and you've learned from it. And it's really the lesson is like, if you love someone, you wouldn't hold it over their head forever. You would talk about it, you'd get over it, and you'd move the fuck on. Be fearless and bold. That's what the masculine is about to do. That's what they need to do. And probably been in that space for quite a long time. Pig spirit, use your mind wisely, overthinking it. Clear out the clutter. I think that's obvious for the message. Oh, look, and there's the toad. Remember I said toad by accident? And it was in this one. There's some kind of dark energy here. So whether it's somebody like actually practices black magic or whether it's just they're like a nasty piece of work, like, in whatever way that comes about, like just somebody that would shit on you in a minute and like, fuck over their pals or like, cheating, it's not always the old cheaters, like, but that's what it feels like. It's not a nice energy. Because if someone's like that controlling in a relationship and then they've been that bad that they don't leave you alone and you have to get a, because, it's like, there's different levels of that, isn't there? There's people that are like really obviously scary about it, that like are, really overstep the mark and they could be like, texting you, calling you at your door and you're mine and like if it's, of a lover kind of variety. And then you've got the other kind of like gang stalking energy, that you can be with friends or lovers, like, where people just aren't taking a no for an answer. Like, they're not like, I'm not having it. Like, you know, you are my friend, we can sort this out, or like, you love me, we can work this out. It's kind of like, that's why I say it doesn't really matter that it's twin flames or karmic partners with this example. If somebody is telling you that they don't want to be your friend, or they don't want to be in a relationship with you, or they don't want to talk to you, even if it's with twin flames and a twin flames like says whatever, however, horrible it is or however, but you have to take that at what they said, which is why that person said I didn't mean what I said, because that feels like what's coming through. Um, and that's going to be their issue, and it does, and like I said, it feels like, they've got that to deal with, and there's a lot here. Um, but it more feels like we're channeling like, the karmic sort of energy, like someone that is just like so unbelievably crazy with it that it's like, I like say it's like a karmic person's like, I don't even really love them, I don't even really want them, but I don't want them to have someone else, so I will just keep them or try to keep them for that sake of it. And that's where I'm like, that is next level toxic. Do you know what I mean? But there's so many people that are like that. Um, and you can get help, people out there, whether you're a man or a woman. Because you deserve to be in a. I'm in the mood for dancing. That's weird when I just said that. But like, you know what I mean? Like yeah, you can be happy too, but you're gonna have to do something about that behavior if it's anyway. I'm not here to lecture the karmic person, but I'm not here to lecture anyone actually. But it's kind of like, um, yeah. What's give us some new earth energy to lighten the mood a bit here, and then I'm going to. That's kind of enough. Folks. Oh, it's nearly 1:11. I'm going to go to bed. So, well, I'm probably not going to sleep for ages, but um, actually, these I want them. Tell us. I want that one. Separation. Separation is not the end yet. There had to be a separation here because this person got themselves into that situation, and obviously when you commit and marry and like if there's kids involved and stuff as well, because we never that never even came out, but it's going to be a huge possibility. Um, like it obviously creates significant delays. Um, Expectations. So just release your expectations, but have realistic expectations about again that it feels like I'm talking past tense because it feels like that is what both people have had to accept. Even though it feels like the masculine's know what's going on, but the feminine doesn't know. But you've had to accept it through the not knowing. Um, and I think even if all the details don't match exactly it won't with every single person. I bet you the general gist is a group of people this is going to make sense to. Um, like there was no stability, and there was like, look, it would have been it wouldn't have been a stable connection. It would have been a nightmare, is what I'm feeling. But look, disagreements. But this person doesn't want to argue. Agree to disagree. Like they know exactly where you're coming from when you talk. That timing, allow events to unfold in the correct time. But I'm going to say it again. It was divinely planned that this person had to. It feels like It feels like this is something all the masculines go. It's like it feels like this person had a big ego, right? So it's like if you got a big ego, you got a big soul, and your ego death is really pretty brutal. So you've been battling it. You're very prideful. Sorry, this is going to trigger whoever this is, but or your person is, and the only thing that was going to break your ego down was to make a monumental fuck up. But be grateful for it because it feels like the rise, you're going to see me rise is going to be a monumental wow. The shift in this person's insane. Infinity, your love is timeless. And they're like, your love is timeless. That's when the message is over. Yeah, it's about to manifest. Be clear on your outcome. It kind of feels like when I've said over the years before, if you if you know what you want, but you're like acting out of alignment and like so say it's like this masculine's known all along, I want that one. But you have told everyone else you're happy with so and so, or you're happy being single, or you don't want anything to do with the one that you really want, and you keep that a secret. And then you act like if you're single, you act like a single guy, no gonna fuck, you don't care what carries back to the, or like, or you're in a relationship or you're married or whatever, and you don't sort of think about it like that, it's completely out of alignment. Like you will not manifest what you want because you're not being honest with yourself, and it's confusing all the energy, whether you want to call it the universe or God. You're not confusing God. God's not confused. God will just be watching, looking, and being like, I'm trying to guide this person, um, but it feels like this person's got their shit together, and that takes a lot, doesn't it? So, right. Indigo child. Inspire, heart, dialogue, action, passion, community. So yeah, if you're an indigo, like I'm an indigo child turned adult, right? You're very honest. You just say things that other people wouldn't say, the truth basically, and you're passionate about that, and you're passionate about injustice. Um, Share space. That's the telepathy. You're in tune. And just confused.com came on. So again, like I keep saying, the feminine is confused with what the details are, but I feel you've got the general gist of it, and it's not going to shock you whatever comes forward. Telepathy, co-creation, communing, honouring. But you can't possibly know every single detail, so there might be something that shocks you, but it just feels like you're not. It's not going to be a shock to you that this person's like married and divorced and stuff like that. That's not going to be a shock. Um, Fucking love it, guys. So, Sacred Mountain, Vision Quest, Clarity, Truth, Shambhala, Deep Healing. So, this is places you could visit in your sleep and, you know, be very connected to. But look, my main guides that I work with the whole time, and I did say Kingdom Spouse a lot in this one, and I was very passionate about it, as I said, and I did say on the other one too. It feels like these are both going to be very strong ones. So if you don't resonate with it, that's probably why. But you could resonate with bits and bobs. But I'm going to trust that, there's going to be a few that, whether you're watching now or in the future, you're going to resonate with it. Mary, Magdalene, and Jesus, my favourite card. Opening the heart. And I also remember I said as well, because God's speaking through me, and I had said the other day to Mary Magdalene, I felt very, very strongly this week in particular, right to love and be loved, heart healing. There's a lot of forgiveness that's going to be needed here. But it feels like by the time this comes about, which is imminent, the feminine has already forgiven for what you know and what you don't know. And you will have sort of worked through all that yourself. And obviously, this person's taken a long time to work through all of this. And so it's just about actually manifesting the conversation to sort it all out. And it's like what I've said, I say this every time it's something like this, but if it's this all this stuff, it's like this is not like a one night conversation or even a one weekend conversation. This is like the kind of thing that you're going to have to sort of make a bigger plan to like let's get away for a long weekend and it's a bit of talking about unpacking all this heavy shit and then switching off and doing nice things wherever you go or like other nice you know what I mean it's but I don't even think I'm not even going to make jokes about sex and that because it feels like that's like not it's not the most important. Like, you know what I mean? It's that's it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know. I don't know different people's situations. For some people, it's like not that heavy and it, but for other people, it's like you need to talk first. I think, let's face it, what's came through here, I don't think that would be wise. But I, that's your business. Yeah, it feels like it's this masculine has awakened to who they are, who they really are. They've had a come to Jesus moment, which I think I said in this too. If I might have said another one though. They've had a rebirth. They're not the same person. And remember, there's with Mary Magdalene and Jesus, there's an extreme amount of jealousy. If it's like you carry that frequency of that, so it's like unfortunately you have to accept that. There's going to be people that are happy for you, and there's going to be people that are insanely jealous. And their shadows will be very obvious. But in the newer frequency, which we're in now, I'm in that now, a lot of you're in that now, people cannot hide. Like actually I'm not going to go into all the details of that because it's not like even it's not something really heavy, but like with someone that I'm close with in my life, it was right before I was due my period and I was quite like Jimmy, well, it was just stressing me out because I hadn't came yet and it was just like it was all just kind of you know what I mean? If you're a woman, you get what I'm saying, or if you're a guy that's living with women, you'll get what I'm saying. The day before your period comes, it feels like the world is over. It feels like you feel so depressed, everything. I'm just thinking about it, like whenever that was, which was, it wasn't that long ago, wasn't even a week ago. Like I was sitting there and I was crying, thinking about a lot of shit, and I just felt like shit. I could be really honest, it was like my kind of, I don't need a reason to cry in Pisces season, but it was not a good moment. I don't sit over there a lot either, but it was like I had to sit in a different seat to get a different perspective. But it was like I was just not in a good place. Um, but again, I transmute energy too, but I'm owning it that was definitely, but it was, and then it was the next day my period came, it made sense. But like, so something that's not really that bad, and it's like, because I felt great the next day, but it was quite funny that I spoke to somebody close in my life, and like uh actually I don't mind to actually what am I thought about it because I can't lie I'm not like I can't say it was my cousin right but I'm really close to my cousin and we speak like quite we don't like we never used to speak as much as what we do but I think because it's like I've got you know I've got like a handful of best friends that are my best friend that I'm grateful to have and then like she's my cousin and like well it's more than my best friend it's just my cousin but it's like um I was trying to sort out when I could go down and see her, and it just was like, and it was like and it's kind of like, all the plans aren't kind of syncing up, and I just kind of wanted to get off the phone because I was overwhelmed and I was stressed so it was just kind of like, I wasn't like ratty or anything, but I was like, oh my God, like this isn't going to get sorted, it's Mercury retrograde, and I'll just get off the phone. So it was kind of like, but she just could tell, like, it was kind of like, I'm not normally like, like that, like, and it was, She was just like, "I hope you're okay. You just sounded like you didn't sound right." And I was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry. I just need a bath and I'm just, you know what I mean?" And so, anyway, long story short, and she'd had a bad day as well. And like, it was Mercury retrograde. It was because went into Mercury retrograde. And then when we spoke the next day, actually, I was like, right away, I was like, "Oh, by the way, I'm so sorry," because like, I just, I was feeling shit. Like, and it's, but again, like I said, it wasn't like I wasn't like, horrible at her, and she could just to tell. But the point, the reason why I'm saying this is that's, yes, you could say that's because we're really close cousins and we have got a telepathy. I've got a telepathy with anyone that I'm really close with like that. But it was more the fact of the frequency. Like, if you're even the slightest bit, like, because I was getting irritated with everything, like, she could have felt like it was all directed at her, but it wasn't really that. It was just everything was bothering me. Um, and people feel that shit. Do you know what I mean? So let's change it to a different subject of if it's really because we were laughing a bit. Actually, it was quite funny when we spoke the next time. We were both crying on the phone, and we got in. It was like we both felt, and it wasn't about that. Wasn't about stuff to do with each other. It was about stuff in our own separate lives. It's like, and that I was talking about. Women just need to do that with each other because that's why I run my shamanic circles online, which I'm going to get back to doing that. I mean, it's important to do that. We do it in the membership. You know what I mean? It's all women just now, but I mean, sometimes men come and go, but. But sometimes when I do the public ones, I will do like a women's circle that is only just women, and then I'm going to do one that's only just men, and then I'll have one that's open to both. So let me know if you're interested in that, and I'll get started with them when there's enough interest. If I was more savvy, I would have a waiting list, but I will at some point. But I don't think we're quite there, guys. I mean, the last time I offered that, I had two men were interested in the men's circle. And but I would, I would rather do that when there's like at least four men. But the women, there would be enough women to do the women's circle, like if all the timing was right. But yeah, I just want to shuffle these and see if jealousy comes out. New moon. Ooh, new moon in Pisces. Wait a minute. New moon in Pisces is the next one, and that so look how romantic Pisces energy is. Um, with the energy of the Pisces that I've been describing today. So that new moon in Pisces on the 19th of March is significant to this union, like all the people that connect with this union. So, but so again, that isn't far away because we've just had the full moon, so that's only a couple of weeks away. It's like that could, look out for that being if you really resonate with all of this. But for some people, it could be so soon that it's like, you're making plans and like maybe this is when you're going away. I don't know. It's like something like it's like, that but that new moon's significant. Um Healer. But I feel that's what I'm saying. Like I feel this is, you're going to heal each other. That beautiful new moon in Pisces, beautiful, that's the one that's the one I like the least. But that new moon in Pisces is a chance for forgiveness and unconditional love and a fresh start if you let it be. Or you could be in victim mode and feel sorry for yourself and tell yourself it's the end of the world. Like you get to decide. Maybe that's why I was telling that story there. Fire. Because of passion, we're in a new moon in Pisces, but we're in the fire. Oh, we're about to be in the fire of Aries because it's the next day. I love that. And it's Venus and Aries, and you're protected. This union's protected, but you just have to be aware that with these kind of look, and there's going to be a relief to get all this out. But you've just got to be aware of both people and take it seriously. It's not a joke, it's not bullshit. There's a shitload of jealousy around. Because not everybody is in a twin flame dynamic and one step up. Not everybody is on the kingdom spouse journey. But like I say all the time, it's not really something to be jealous of. You know, it's like it isn't, but because it's worth, it's worth it when you get to the end result, I would imagine. But it's, it's not everyone's got that in them. Right, so let's see if my favourite card comes out here. That's the one that I've basically just spoke about with the jealousy. That's kind of insane. One, two, three, fuck it, let's go. That's the mode this person. Why do fools fall in love? Diana Ross. What? I don't know all the words. Incoming messages. Yeah, so it's going to start up by like incoming messages, calls, people turning up at your door, emails, letters, carrier pigeon, always say the same thing, but you know what I mean? It's however that but you are also getting the message. You if you resonate, you feel this coming. Or when it's about to be that, you'll feel it coming. Yes, like there we go, because that's when they get together and that's when the healing takes place. The cards of the healing. Divine and head God. I'm just blown away. I'm blown away tonight because I did say your divine inheritance comes in. When you get together, boom. It's like quite funny because it's like I can feel that like when the divine masculine reaches their divine feminine, all of this group that's resonating, they're going to feel like some type of way because it's like I can't believe that I deprived myself of all of this, like the abundance of all of this, how I feel and how, just having a happier life overall. And like I say, that inevitably will attract a lot of money. It's but you just weren't ready for it. Both people weren't ready for it. You wouldn't have appreciated it. You would have self-sabotaged. Divine inheritance, positive flow. And so the 29th of March could be significant as well for some reason. Is there a reason why? Well, yeah, actually, the next full moon is in Libra and on the 2nd. And that's love, peace, and harmony union. And I'm on the Libra reading, although it's not in the thing. So yeah, but that's why I said you're going to heal each other. That's Mary Magdalene healing Jesus. But it feels like Jesus is going to heal Mary Magdalene too. And it's like, oh my God, actually, wait a minute. Oh fuck. Oh no, this is a separate life. That's why it's happened. Because now I can have two thumbnails. Look, opening the heart. And that's why it can be salvaged, because I nearly used the word that's why it can be saved and salvaged, because it's not a normal, it's like nothing is normal. If what's normal is spiders, chaos to the fly. It's not your average union. It's a big deal. The happy birthday just came on, so there could be a significant birthday in one of these. I mean, obviously that's not going to be relevant for everyone, but it's kind of, or there were significant birthdays that were missed. You know what I mean? That are going to be celebrated when you get together. Um, right, okay, we're done now. I'm done. I'm spent. Um, I wear a beautiful piece of wood on a cotton necklace. Ah, nice. I'm listening. I was just feeding the chickens. Well, thank you for being here. And it's 1:30 in the morning now, so it's kind of, it's kind of roughly. I know that, yeah, I did kind of feel it would. But no, that's, this one's nice-ish, isn't it? And there's Union again. Just to clarify, you know what I mean? The Holy Grail Union is Mary Magdalene and Jesus. Oh my God, wait a minute. You know what I'm going to do here? Nah, put it down now. Where is that? The Holy Grail Union. Right, and I picked that up right after I just said, this no ordinary love. That's not really a song I know or even like very much, but it's not an ordinary love. And so you've just got to know that with a sacred union like that comes jealousy. But the more you protect your energy and you protect your union, meaning that, you don't need to completely isolate it. You don't need to completely isolate yourselves away from, oh no, the words are out of the picture, away from everyone. But you do have to be more discerning of, like, you wouldn't just put up with what other people, like jealous people and that. It's like, life is too short to have people like that around you. And you would both come to the same conclusion. Like, if they really were very jealous and toxic, what's the point? Like, isn't it? Right, that'll. Um, I look tired there, but that's because I am fucking tired. So, right, thank you for joining me. That was, like I said, it was a mixed bag, but it's ending lovely, and it's all my prayers and holding space for these beautiful unions to manifest. And it's been a long time coming, but I do feel one day there will be people being like, "Yep, I'm in union," even if you've been in that for a while. And I always advise that you do, for obvious reasons of what I just said, keep it quiet. Too many people will spoil a good thing. That's why people that are really truly in love are people that probably put fuck all on personal social media, or they don't even have it in the first place. Um, People can't ruin what they don't know about, but in most people's lives, it's going to be unrealistic that people aren't going to find out at all. Near enough impossible in some people's, and because this is saying that like you're going to be in the public eye in some sort of way. You know what I mean? It's when it's dark, when it's rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. There's a silver lining here. There's just that's just pouring out of me. You're very welcome. Thank you for being here. And yes, um I'm gonna go and like I said, I'm gonna go and just wind down, probably fall asleep in a few hours, and then I'll have to get up in a few hours for but yeah, I feel I'll be able to do that session. So tick, 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 I've managed it all. But like I said, I only feel things have worked out because Mercury retrograde shuffled it that one of you guys couldn't do today. So we're doing that next week, and that worked out. Because again, it's not that I wouldn't have had, I don't think I would have had as much energy because sessions take a lot. That was only going to be an hour session, but it's a whole lot of energy. So. And again, what like I always say about when it's Libra moon, which it is right now, like it for me personally, but I notice with other people too, like you should always, I mean, that's got to do with where it is in my chart, but you should always try to recognize, are you in balance? Like you can never be in perfect balance as a twin flame or as a human, but like um where are you a bit out of balance? Do you know what I mean? Like if you've like so for instance I've poured out a shitload of energy, so and I know from the last time because when I done the big one, that's not why I got ill, but it was like the combination of things how close it was to because I was a bit risky actually doing that last night when it's getting close to the same part of my chart, but it's meant to be because it's to do with what's going on. Well, it's obviously to do with what's going on with this channel message. I would say what's going on with energy. It's because like that said, feminine twin activating the higher self with the light body, and the masculine twin releasing the lower timeline, like what I just explained in the one earlier. Like this is about quite a few people's big unions that are coming in, and I'm here to usher these in, as I've been saying for years that people get sick of hearing me say 18-4, you know what I mean, union. But yeah, be patient, you know what I mean, because like I said, I know that a lot of the ones I've done years ago are manifesting. Unfortunately, though, it just goes for the shit stuff. Like the ones I've done where like people are heartbroken and they're like, there's one I done. I remember I was wearing a blue jumper and it was like about somebody just suddenly knowing and popping up. You know what I mean? So that feels like quite the energy as well. But I done that like 3 years ago or something. It was 3 years ago. Two, no, it was 2 years ago. So it doesn't really matter though. Time is an illusion. I've said it the whole fucking time. And I think a lot more people feel like that and know what it means than whatever. But I'm not going to insult the beautiful souls that I attract on this channel. I know that, the vast majority get what I mean. Because even like again, so the thing from 3 years ago that flashed up that said the time is now and your relationship's about to deepen. See how that fits with this energy too. So that just proves when I posted that earlier. But I'm not in the business of proving anything. It might feel a bit it's like that. It's just that I knew that that was the case, and this has proved it because it's the same energy. Your relationship's about to deepen. Your connection, because this feels like you've not seen each other for years, is you're gonna develop what's gonna become. And the time is now. Right, I'm ending it there. Thank you so much. Anyone that's booked a session recently, or if you're thinking about booking a session, I've right now my calendar is open for next week. I'll have tons of energy, particularly at the start of the week, although as you've just seen, I'm going to have my wee pal, my wee doggy pal on the Tuesday, but she is no, like, she's no a bother. Like, she does bark when the door goes, but there can be interruptions when the door goes and that anyway, so she'll just sit and chill with me, or she actually, to be honest, she would maybe even just sit through my room on the bed. So if I have somebody, it'll all sort of work out. Or I would say to somebody that books, can we do that at like kind of tea time? But yeah. Probably would rather do it tea time. I like to just chill with her. Honestly, that is most of the time, like I said, I just chill in my bed and she'll just sleep. We'll both just sleep, or I watch a film and she'll chill beside me and I take her a walk, and it's really that. Like I said, I treat it as my day off. That's why I don't like. I like it being a Wednesday. Um, but actually, like the other day. Well, it was just yesterday, wasn't it? Or the other day. What was yesterday, wasn't it? What fucking day is today? This is crazy that I can't. Yeah, it was yesterday. We sat and she sat in the sun and I done the video, and um I'm coming back into the living room because I'm coming back into the land of the living. This used to be my bedroom. I'm not sitting like I'm only joking, but for like all the last year I spent what was it 9 or 10 months on the couch, and I swear to God I know I was channeling a group of men that might have been sleeping on the couch because things weren't good at home. That was what I took from it, but it was weird. It was weird. She's not my dog, and that's why I just call her my wee doggy pal. So I'm not going to tell her name because I don't think it's fair. Because it's not that big a deal, but you know what I mean. It's kind of like if I reveal the dog's name because it's kind of unusual. It kind of thingies. I know not to you because you live all the way in Australia, but I've got to be aware that people. I really actually don't think it's a big deal. She probably wouldn't care, but if you really want to know, I can tell you in an email. But yes, if it was my dog's name, I would. I don't have a dog. I fucking love dogs, and I will have a dog one day. You know what I mean? That's what I love about her. Like because I have her on average once a week. Well, actually, no, I have her more than that now because her owner works. She works different sort of hours and that. Like I said, I had her at the weekend, and then I had her Wednesday. Like I am she's very attached to me, and I'm very attached to her. And remember when I first started looking after her. Oh, Coco, that's cute. Did I already say it? I don't know if I said it out loud, but that's cute. Um, she's a codependent dog because she had an old lady owner, and when the old lady, sorry for calling you old lady, when the older woman died and gave it to her daughter, who is my friend I look after, she's just not used to like loud noises, and like see when I was filming the other day, like 'cause my voice gets loud, she's like, she kind of like she's just a wee thing, and oh, but she's just honestly, she's adorable. Like my 7-year-old niece is absolutely in love with, like she is in love with this dog, and she gets talk about jealousy. She gets jealous when I've got her. But she was quite good to that. I was quite proud of her. She was good to the. Oh my God, Kids in America just came on when I said that. She was quite good the last time, like when I had her, and so my mum brought her up to see me, and she wasn't yet. She was just she liked it, like she was, so that was quite it's quite nice when you see, what I mean? It's like funny, like when the time when she was when the kids just can't hide jealousy, can they? But nah, she totally loved it. But we all love her. She's just like I've said before, if you've never heard me saying, and before I forget, by the way, can I just say My Lips Are Sealed has just come. I remember I was channeling one like this before and that song came on. And I'm sure that's a song that the lyrics are like really like I think that song's about jealousy. But obviously my lips are sealed. Like don't tell people. Don't tell people what you're gonna do. Don't tell people when you're in it. Yeah, that is that. I knew it was. Can you hear them talking about us, telling lies? Is that a surprise? Can you see them, see right through them? They have a shield, nothing must be revealed. It doesn't matter what they say, no one listens anyway, our lips are seals. There's a sealed. There's a weapon that we can use in our defense, silence. Pisces the season of silence. We'll look at them, look right through them. That's when they disappear. That's when we lose the fear. It doesn't matter what they say, and then it just repeats. It doesn't matter what they say in the jealous games people play. Our lips are sealed. It doesn't matter what they say, no one's listening anyway. Is that just, I'm sorry, but again, like I say, with every time that happens, and I know I repeat myself all the time, everything, oh my God, guys, did I or did I not say that I'm going to end up getting off here at 1:44? Because I kept moving the bar. I knew I was going to do that because it's part of the, it makes sense. If it's Mary Magdalene Jesus, it makes sense that I'm ending it at 1:44. It's 1:39 right now, but I'd imagine by the time I stop, well, I'm going to do it on purpose. Most of the time that happens by serendipity, but I'm going to do it on purpose because I need to give myself a deadline. I'm going to go at 1:44 because it'll be about the frequency. 144,000. If you know, if you resonate with this whole story, holy shit, you're in my prayers. But if you even if you resonate with bits of it, be prepared. And that is what I said on the shorts too. So even this is kind of blowing my mind. Um, but But yeah, she's the kind of dog that when you're taking her at a walk, people always stop. And mind you, they don't do that with me such now because I think I'm like, I'm not really wanting to talk to people and that. Like when I just want to get out the walk and get back. Um, but yeah, definitely when my dad takes her out and that because he gets stopped and talks to everyone and that, it's like they're like, oh my God, I want to keep her. She's amazing. Like she's a wee cutie. Um, I've not even got it in me to hang around 4 minutes, guys. I think I'm just gonna go, but just know that it's a few minutes away from 144 and not in other places in the world anyway. Right, so again, thank you and thank you for your support. Whatever you do, like, hype, talk, not talk, all that jazz. I will be back on Monday, providing I am up to it, but I don't foresee any reason why I shouldn't be. But I'll be humble because I thought that last time and I didn't see you for a month. Don't like them saying that actually. But you know what I mean? I might be humbled again if I have not protected my energy in some sort of way. I could see that being a bit, please God, no. Why am I saying that? Nah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Right. Good night. See you later. Have a lovely weekend. And definitely have a lovely weekend if you're going to be having reunions and unions and everything. But just come into union with yourself. Enjoy the time for yourself. And that is how you will eventually attract somebody that's on the same page. Or we can at least keep telling ourselves that, eh? But nah, it's true. Keep believing. See you later. Don't stop believing.